Story matters most, but having nice gear never hurts. My name's Trevor Jones. I'm the guy who left Hollywood to work full-time as a real estate agent, and I've grown my business massively and quickly by using video. I've made it my mission to help you, fellow real estate agents and other entrepreneurs, grow your businesses using video. To make sure you don't miss out on future content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell. It's gift time, but you don't know what to get him in the world of video, even though he knows it's time to grow that business with video. Let me help. I'm gonna start with some ideas around 10 bucks and then work my way up from there with some great ideas that are gonna help you level up your production. Number one, this is a $10 Bendy tripod for your smartphone that's going to allow you to stabilize your footage. If you don't have a tripod, you have to have a tripod. Not only can you use it to set your phone down, record yourself, make it look all framed correctly and pristine, but you can also use it like a selfie stick, walking around vlog style. Numero dos. A lavalier microphone. This is a Boya microphone. It's like 20 bucks. Comes with about 10 feet of cable. It's going to greatly up your audio quality. Right now I'm using a shotgun mic pretty close to my face, so my audio sounds pretty good. But if you are recording an interview maybe 10 or 20 feet away, a shotgun mic or the mic on your camera is not gonna cut it. You need a lavalier mic. It's gonna sound great. They also make a dual head mic for like 30 bucks. Just clip one onto each person and boom, you've got great audio quality very inexpensively. Light. Sometimes the ambient light or the window light isn't quite enough. You gotta bring your own light with you. Get a little LED light like this one. This allows you to control the brightness and the color temperature. Comes with a battery. The battery that comes with this particular one kind of sucks, so you can get an additional battery really inexpensively. I've used this light on my iPhone, on my GH5. It's fantastic. Bring it with you everywhere. There's a link for this and everything else I talk about in the description below if you want to check out more. Different mics work better for different situations. For an interview, that lavalier mic. If you're doing vlog style video and the mic's gonna be really close to your face, you probably want a shotgun mic because the mic on your camera isn't so great. I use this one, the Rode VideoMic Pro. Right now it's about 229 bucks. They have mics that are more or less than this. The quality will be maybe a tiny bit better as you go up and maybe a little bit less as you go down, so it doesn't matter a ton which one you get. I love this one, it creates great sound. You can check it out in the link below. Do you know what this is? This is a neutral density filter. When you're shooting outside and it's too bright, you gotta get one of these so you can use those lower f-stops. With the lower f-stops, you get the blurry background. Don't have the low f-stop, no blurry background. This helps you get the blurry background. Once you learn a little bit about cameras, you're gonna want one of these. This one happens to be a variable ND or neutral density filter, so I can adjust the brightness just by twisting this little dial. Look at this. When it's super bright outside, I'm gonna let in a little more light. It's magical. This one time I was vlogging and I was thinking, dang, it's dark out, I need a light mounted on my camera, and I want the microphone mounted on my camera. How do I do that? Well, I discovered this. This bracket right here, it can hold this big ol' LED light and this microphone just fine on top of my GH5 and even on this little tripod. You can literally put your iPhone in here and have a full-on setup for really inexpensively. You might need one of these brackets. This one's by Ulanzi. Links below. What if you have a bigger camera and that little $10 phone tripod isn't enough? You need a bigger tripod. Now this camera's mounted on a big old Manfrotto tripod with a video fluid head. That's overkill, you don't need that. I'm gonna show you my favorite tripod, a tripod I like better than the one this camera's sitting on right now. It is this one. This is the Joby Gorilla tripod. It's a bendy tripod, so you can wrap it around a fence, stick your camera anywhere, wrap it around a tree branch, whatever. You can walk around and vlog with it in selfie mode. You simply crank this thing back like this, put your camera on top, hold it like this, and you're vlogging like Casey Neistat. This thing is amazing. And the head is great. It's really smooth right here. And this, if you hit the right buttons, it's great. You loosen this thing here and you can get some really nice panning with this thing. It's super smooth and super solid. If I was gonna have only one tripod, it would be this one. What if you already have a camera which comes with the kit lens? Now, kit lenses are typically zoom lenses that have higher apertures, usually around 4 to 4.5 to 5.6. And with higher apertures like that, it's really hard to get that blurry background effect. And if you want to get a little more cinematic, there's a way you can do it for really inexpensively. You can get a lens like this. This is a 25mm lens, which is the equivalent of a 50mm lens on a full frame camera. This one my kids got for me. It's only about 150 bucks. The beauty of this lens is it has a 1.7 aperture. Do you know what that means? 1.7 for 150 bucks? That's amazing because A, you can get in way more light than your kit lens. It's at 4.0, so if you're inside a house, it's low light, it's at night, you open this thing up all the way to 1.7 and boom, a lot more light's coming in. You can shoot in much darker situations. And number two, with that super low aperture, you can get that blurry background, that bokeh effect. This one happens to be a Panasonic. They have similar lenses for Canon and Sony in about the same price range with similar low apertures. It's known as the Nifty 50. This is a 50mm equivalent, but get a Nifty 50 for whatever camera you have. It's a great, super versatile lens. The next thing I'd suggest getting to up your video game is an iPhone gimbal. I mean, don't get this one. This is a piece of crap. My brother Roy gave it to me, and he was giving it to me. His teenage daughter Lexi was like, but I want to use it. And Dad was like, you've never used it. Trevor makes video. He can have it. So, sorry, Lex. Thanks, Roy. I've done a bunch of research. There are two phone gimbals you should consider. The Zhiyun Smove Mobile and the DJI Osmo 2. I've read good and bad things about both of them. I just ordered one of those for my wife for her birthday, which is coming up, and she may or may not see this before her birthday. Which one did I decide on? I decided on the Smove Mobile. Once we get it, we'll try it out, see how my wife likes it. I'll let you know in a future video how it goes, and if I end up switching to the DJI. I'm a huge DJI fan. I've got DJI products, and they've been great. The support's been great for me, but I've heard less than optimal things about the support for their little phone gimbal. Why do you want a gimbal? It's gonna smooth out your footage and make it look so much more cinematic and professional. That's probably the next thing I'd get. What's next? You've got a bigger budget. Your SO's been using his iPhone forever making videos. They look pretty good, but you wanna take it up a notch? You should probably get a camera. But which one? Canon, Panasonic, and Sony all have some great offerings. You probably can't go wrong with just about any camera from those guys. But if you're just starting out and you've got about 600 bones to spend, I would get the Canon M50. That's a relatively new mirrorless camera that has an incredible host of features, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. All right, you've got the camera, you got a nice lens, it's a little nicer than the kit lens. What do you get next? Well, dude, you guessed what I was gonna say next, right? A drone. You gotta get a drone. Nothing is gonna up your production value like a drone. Remember this? 20 years ago, you had to rent a helicopter to get these aerial shots. Now you can fly one of these and get 4K video. So it looks like you rented a helicopter. In fact, they've made one video, which I'll link right here, where I flew over an area and I threw in helicopter sounds. So it even sounds like I'm flying a helicopter. You gotta get a drone. Which one? I have the DJI Mavic Pro version 1. If I were you getting a drone, I'd save your pennies and get the DJI Mavic Pro 2 Zoom because it's got cool features. They got the other one, the DJI Mavic Pro 2 Professional, which is a little more money and has a bigger sensor, so better video quality, but the cool features in the Zoom, I'd probably go for that. You're not gonna regret it. So your SO is a video wizard, or let's be serious here. You're thinking about all of this stuff for yourself, right? You already have all of this gear. What's the next thing you should get to level up your video game? How about a higher end video camera? There's a bunch of great ones out there. Some of the features I look for because I do vlog style videos are a flip screen, a microphone input, and 120 frames per second. That's really cool slow motion in at least HD. And a bunch of other features that I'm not gonna talk about here, but I've got a video here where I do talk about the things I look for in a camera. One camera, in fact, the only camera that really does everything I want right now, there's only one, and it is the one I'm recording this on, which is the Panasonic GH5. And the price dropped, a few months ago, a few $100. It is an amazing camera that shoots killer stuff. It has a couple caveats. It doesn't have the greatest autofocus in the world, but beyond that, it's pretty amazing. Another camera, if you want something that's going to look better, but is missing one of these features, it's the Sony A7 III. My son's got that camera. A lot of vloggers, YouTubers use the A7 III because it shoots beautiful video. It's a mirrorless camera that has a full frame sensor. A full frame sensor means the sensor, the thing the video is recorded onto, where the film used to go, is full frame. It's bigger. It's the size of a piece of 35mm film. Because of that, you're going to get better low light performance, and you're going to be able to create that shallow depth of field, that bokeh effect, that blurry background effect much easier than you can with a camera like this, which has a micro Four Thirds sensor, which is much smaller. That one is pretty killer. It's a little more money than this one. There's only one caveat with the Sony A7 III, which is it does not have a front-facing camera. The screen like tilts up like that, but it doesn't flip around and face front. So if you're recording yourself and you want to check yourself like I do, looking at myself right there at that screen, you can't do that with a Sony. But beyond that, if you're not going to be doing this selfie video stuff, it's amazing. By the way, there's a workaround. You can always get an external monitor, but that adds more weight. Now let's talk about my favorite new toy, the DJI Ronin S. This thing is a monster. Recently released from DJI, this thing does everything you could want and even more. They've thought of everything. Think back to 30, 40 years ago when feature films were made. They would use a $100,000 Steadicam, a rig, this big heavy monster rig with a big camera on the front to get shots you can get with this. This thing can do things that that $100,000 rig couldn't even think of doing. This will allow you to create cinematic buttery shots, moving the gimbal like this, having everything stay in place. It has a toggle switch here, so you can move the gimbal up, down, left, right, pan, tilt, rotate with that thing super smoothly. You can even do things like motion time lapses. I can say, gimbal, start here and start recording a time lapse and end up here. Boom. Smooth, buttery stuff that you can't even imagine. I've just barely got it. I barely understand the thing. I've shot one video, which I'll put here, using that a lot of the time in that video. But if you want to really wow your SO, get them the DJI Ronin S. I've recently seen it on sale, so I'm not even mention the price. Check out the price. It's an incredible value, and you get one of those, your SO or you are going to be really happy. In fact, Leela got me that one for my birthday, and I'm really happy, and I'm dying to play with it more. There are links for everything I've talked about in the description below. Make sure you buy something nice for your SO or for yourself. You're worth it. He's worth it. She's worth it. Let me know in the comments below which one of the things below you're dying to get. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss out on future content. Now go create something incredible. That would really freak Leela out. She hates when I fly the drone. It stresses her out. Luckily, she's in Utah.